absolutely flawless in every way. That's the day I'm having right now. I pinch my arm to believe. I wish I could stay right here and never leave. Wait up, sundown, wait a while. I don't want this day to end. Wait up, sundown, wait a while before the night descends. All this time, where have you been? I thought I had searched both without and within. I was looking to get wet, standing in the rain. Then you offered your umbrella and everything changed. Wait up, sundown, wait a while. I don't want this day to end. Wait up, sundown, wait a while before you let the night descend. Wait up, sundown, wait a while. Please make this moment last. Wait up, sundown, wait a while. No reason to be fast. Wait up, sundown, wait a while. I don't want this day to end. Wait up, sundown, wait a while. I don't want this day to end. Wait up, sundown, wait a while before the night descends. Oh, wait up, sundown, wait a while. There's no reason to be fast.
I'm just out in the greenhouse repotting this green oxalis because it hasn't been looking very well lately, so I thought I'd see what was happening in the pot because one of the corms was like really sticking up there. It was like coming, where is it? It's sticking out the soil, so I thought obviously that's going to want to be buried a bit deeper. And I know that the corms sort of multiply under the soil, but I just thought I'd show you what they look like because they are absolutely amazing. They look like little bugs, little insects. They are really long ones. Some of them are just small, like a little pea. I can see them dotted about. But it's multiplied really well, so I'm going to freshen up the compost. It's really matted with all the roots, so I think I'll divide this one and give it some nice fresh compost and see if I can revitalise it a bit. I've just bought this basil from the supermarket and I thought I would try repotting it. So as you can see, there's lots of different stems in there, so I'll probably split it. And I pulled it out the pot and wait till you see the roots on this. Oh my goodness, that desperately needs repotting, and I'm hoping once I repot them they will grow vigorously because they obviously want to grow. But I'll maybe even get 2 or 3 pots out of there. It's Saturday and it's about 4:45, I think. I've just come in from the sun. It's beautiful out there. This is what you guys were all enjoying last weekend when I wasn't very well. It's iced coffee season. I've made myself an iced coffee. I just used a little bit of instant coffee this time because I found some in the cupboard and it's decaf. And I popped this in my smoothie machine and look at the froth on the top of that. So it's like really thick and creamy. And I put in some ice just to cool it down a bit because I had to mix the coffee with hot water and milk. And I put in some cocoa powder to make it chocolatey and some vanilla syrup just to give it a bit of flavour. And I sprinkled cinnamon on the top, and I'm going to have a wee drink now. Oh, so good. It's like a grown-up milkshake. Yum. I've come in to cool down. The house, as I was mentioning the other day, the house is absolutely freezing inside now. I could do with put my jeans and a jumper on. Oh, I'm all covered in soil. I'm filthy. I've been out in the garden all afternoon. It's been lovely. I got my chair out and I thought, what will I sit and do all afternoon? I've got hours. And then ended up doing some jobs, so I didn't actually sit relaxing for that long, but that's quite good because it probably wouldn't have been good to have been sat in the sun all that time. I was I think you'll have seen some footage of me potting on some stuff, potting up more pots. I got some nasturtiums, so I have put them in some hanging baskets to see how they look. And I've also put some in one of my beds there to see if they'll climb up some canes, because that's what they were doing with them at the palace. I can't wait to see how they look. They've done a whole row of them just behind some of the miniature step over apple trees in the kitchen garden, so that's going to look beautiful. What else did I do? Yeah, potted up my hanging baskets. I got a really good deal on one of these mail order offers. You order 72 plug plants or something like that, so it was Busy Lizzie's, and I got them delivered for something like $4.99 altogether, so I thought it was a good price and saved me either buying more bedding plants or trying to grow them. So I've just dotted them about all over the place and I'm hoping that they'll fill out. They are tiny. The plugs were literally like the size of your pinky. They were tiny, but they're starting to flower now, so yeah, hopefully they will look good and add a little bit of colour pretty soon. Yeah, just I did the staking jobs that I mentioned. There's a couple things to stake up. And I've repotted a couple of things from the house as well, some house plants. So I feel like I've had a very productive afternoon and got loads of little jobs done, even though being in the greenhouse was not the place to be today. It was very hot, but yeah, I tried to work outside when I could. So yeah, I love it when I get loads of little jobs done. I have been crocheting as well. Last night I was watching Killing Eve and I just felt like my hands needed to be busy, so I looked up one of the crochet dishcloths that I started before with the wrong wool that I didn't like, and I thought I'd give it another go. It uses a little cluster of stitches and lots of, I really enjoy doing, I put the hook through and pull a yarn through, and then you put the hook through and you bring another one through. Something really satisfying about that for me. I don't know what it is, but I really like that. So I chose the mustard yarn. I really like the mustard. It's a tiny bit yellowier than it is on the screen. It's not quite as yellow, but that just reminded me of sunflowers, like the burnt orangey yellow sunflowers you get, and I really like that colour. So I went with that one. It's not a colour you'd associate with me probably, but I like it. And the pattern I've forgotten the name of, and it's on my phone and I'm recording on my phone, so I'll pop it on the screen. Free pattern again from the website I was on the other day, Daisy something or other. I'll put it on the screen because again it's on my phone, I can't remember what it is, but here we are, and it's got a really nice just repetitive stitch to it. It's quite nice. It's almost like a linen stitch, I don't know, maybe. It's again a really nice thick one because you're doing a cluster of stitches, which adds bulk. And I added a little border of just a I guess it's a cream, but I really like that as well. And it's just, I followed the pattern had the border in it too. I was doing really well the first half and I thought, oh, my edges are really straight, and then something happened when I got to the bottom. And I obviously, it's the end stitch. I obviously was hooking into a bit where I shouldn't have been hooking into. There are videos on the website and I should have watched the video. But do you know what, it doesn't matter, it's for cleaning, it doesn't matter. I'm going to weave my ends in as well. I've got the ends to weave in on one I made the other day, which is still sitting here. So yeah, that cotton, I don't know if it's a thing, I think it is a thing to make clothing out of cotton. Like, that would be such a nice cardigan because it's just so squishy and very, very soft. And I think cotton is cool to wear as well, isn't it? But also warm. So yeah, I've now got 2 dishcloths in my little stash. I made that one a little bit smaller because I thought the first one was pretty huge. I didn't need it that size, and I kept on like looking at it and feeling it how it would be if I was using it, and I didn't think I needed it to be too massive. You cast on or you chain 31 stitches. So is it square? Slightly longer one way than it is the other way. No, it is actually almost square, yeah. So there you go. So yeah, second dishcloth done. Really enjoyed having that to sit and do out in the sun. I didn't sit for too long doing it because I didn't want to give myself a sore neck. Thank you for everyone who's left me suggestions on how to have better posture when I'm reading. A lot of them were just saying stack up some pillows, put the book at like head height. I did read something and it said that your ears should always be in line with your shoulders, i.e. not like tipping forward, they should be in a straight line. So that's a good advice. And I did see a message pop up, I've not read it yet, but it did mention a piercing, and I ain't getting piercings. Like the piercing somewhere in your ear to help with migraines and stuff. We're not going down there, no. I have got a little piercing here and that bit. But did that when I was young, and obviously a lot braver than I am now because I won't be going anywhere near needles. So yeah, how satisfying. A nice little pile of those is going to be nice. Then the question is, which colour do I use next and which pattern? I'd like to try a few patterns so that I can decide which one I like best. I do like that one. I have found with that yarn, because it's quite, this might not be the right term, but I think that's what you'd call loosely spun because it's quite loose and bouncy. I am ending up, like when I'm doing my yarn through, pull my yarn through, I'm catching like one of the little strands, and I've got a few little pulls on this, which has annoyed me a lot. Like it just looks a little bit messy in some bits. So I need a pattern that doesn't cause me to do that too often, I suppose. But yeah, did I finish that sentence? I'd like to find a pattern that I enjoy making and that I like, so that's the one that I'll just make a few of. A few more of all the same, but it's nice to try something different, and both of these ones have been so intuitive that once you've got it, you don't need the pattern. You don't need to keep looking at the pattern. So definitely want something like that. So here we go, I've got my little basket. That has been so handy because I've just clipped off the stitch marker that I was using, and when I've been needed to put it back on, when I start working, I can just put it back on there one-handed. These are little stitch marker rings that I've got in my shop. I did sort out my stitch markers a while ago. I think I vlogged, that was in a vlog ages ago. I need to put a few more on there. But anyway, I had my phone in here, I've got my lip balm because I can't go anywhere without lip balm. I've got a tissue, my scissors were in there, my crochet hook, and my yarn. So yeah, that was really handy for taking outside. So yeah, what colour to choose next? Maybe I'll go, always drawn to pinks, but then maybe I could do purple because I've already done a pink. Or there's yellow, but I've just done like a yellowy. So yeah, maybe it will be the purple. I'm using this crochet hook that is a handmade one. It's a size 4 and it seems to work perfectly with this yarn, which is Sheepy's Callista. It does suggest a 4.5 to 5 hook, but I usually tend to go down. This was handmade. I got it in a swap that I did years ago. Can't remember who gave me it, but I do use it and I really like it. I like the dots. It's got that sort of Kath Kidson feel to it again, because she's done a lot of stuff with dots. And yeah, dig that one out whenever I need a size 4, so it's been nice to be able to use that one again. I have also got my new book on the go. I think I mentioned that I picked this up from the library yesterday. I've just read one chapter this morning, but I know I'm going to enjoy it because I'm really enjoying that series, and I really like the main character, who is an archaeologist, and I think is she not yet 40, but you know, you can relate. So yeah, enjoying that. And I've got my beautiful patchwork bookmark in there that I made from scraps. How beautiful are they? That little top fabric is the fabric I showed you yesterday. I made the fabric basket in, and so's the bottom fabric actually, a tiny little bit of it. And look at the little scissors, so cute. And that one is like gold sparkly, and just all of it is beautiful. Love it. You can see why I like patchworky projects, but you can see how fiddly they are as well. So yeah, I'm going to cool down a little bit, might read a bit of my book. I'm going to drink my coffee, which has started to separate all the layers, which is quite cool. Have my coffee, think about tea shortly, and then it will be a few more episodes of Killing Eve tonight. I started series 2 last night. It's a bit silly, isn't it? It's a bit silly, yeah. I'm enjoying it, but yeah, it's getting silly now. They just keep hurting each other, and that's the way it's going to go, and people get hurt very badly and they don't die. Isn't that funny? Yeah, it's a bit far-fetched, but yeah, I'm enjoying it, and it'll get me through the next few weeks of viewing time. So yeah, I'm going to try and get warm because I'm now freezing, and enjoy my coffee. And I need to put the vlog together actually. I think I am going to end up doing 2 separate days. Tomorrow I think I'm going to go to the fabric shop and get more of that nice green spot fabric, and I'm hoping the weather's all right because the fabric shop's near the beach, so we might go for a little wander on the beach. That would be nice, and you can come along with me. So cheers, I hope you're enjoying the sun, and I will catch you tomorrow.